I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions. Bell rings in the WWE Universal title. Titles on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
He puts him into the corner. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief. Neckbreaker!
Boom! Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special from way up, crashing to the floor.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone. Right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Seth retaliates.
Oh, man, right to the esophagus.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Superplex! It's going to take a certain kind of will. willpower to keep going after being taken down like that.
Placed against the turnbuckles. On the top rope now. Up on the top rope.
Hazardous part of town for these two competitors.
This could go south in a hurry. Here.
We go! Fighting them off and shoving them off the top rope.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
And now heading back inside the ring. Oh, he saw it coming. Ooh, hooked into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having...
This is quickly turning into a slugfest. Oh!
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Slugging away with everything they've got. Ooh! Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
No more holding back. Going all out now. Oh my, that'll rock you. What a shot! Roman cannot be stopped here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle. Look at this. This can't be good. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
High-risk plans from Rollins.
If this lands, it's over.
Oh, crash and burn.
That didn't look good at all. A ringside doctor's on hand if needed.
Uh-oh. I wouldn't be getting up if I were him. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's a appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Oh! Gets put into the barricade.
Coming back from the outside now. Take... Things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. Got them off their feet here.
Planted face first.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year.
Oh no, went big and pays for it.
A bold decision to go high risk there. Bang. Maybe that'll teach him not to take his eye off the ball.
Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
And Reigns is holding nothing back against Rollins.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. From the top.
And does not get it. Ooh. Repositioning their opponent. Looks like a neck breaker.
Ooh, bang!
Champ's down. This one's for everything. And a shoulder is lifted before one.
Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a 1 count.
Big bones.
And into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back.
Reigns has his opponent in a fireman's carry and switches into a flapjack.
Uh-oh. Had an answer for Reigns.
Lining him up. This is now Seth Rollins' chance to end the historic title reign of the Tribal Chief.
Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it.
Ooh. Escape that in a hurry.
Oh, no! Someone call the orthodontist. Oh, what a clothesline. Oh, a knee. Lights out.
Roman's on a roll here.
Rollins has to devise a new plan.
Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
Carefully measuring, waiting to strike. What a spear by Reigns. That could be enough to continue the reign.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap there? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Finally makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through.
Reigns is setting up. Let it go. Here it comes.
Devastating maneuver by the champion.
Getting in position. What's he planning to do here?
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Roman getting ready to finish this, to finally vanquish the demons of...
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest, and he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
Reigns, Rollins, both.
Spear by Reigns.
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained. Roman Reigns with a schoolboy pinning combination. No! Power!
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
Reigns is making an opportunity for himself.
Oh, the power! The head of the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
Counter, saw it coming.
He's reversing the momentum on him.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Rollins.
Manages to fight out with a series of punches.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet. And finish things off. There's the spear by the Tribal Chief. Impact into the corner. Reigns delivers a Superman punch.